Yo, my dudes, what's going on? David here, and welcome to another reaction. This episode, we are diving into Marvel's Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1, Episode 6, called FZZT. I have no clue what that's going to be about, but hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If so, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I can do to further entertain you guys. And if you enjoy the content enough and you want to see more of it, don't forget to head on over to Patreon for the full uncut, unedited reactions over there. Extra early episodes over there as well. But without further ado, you guys know what time it is. Fasten your seatbelts. Let's ride.
Guys, did you hear that? Hear what? A humming sound. Stay here. I'm gonna take a look around the campground. For you.
I guarantee you he screams.
Tommy, I know you like chocolate.
Yo. What the hell?
Everyone to the truck now!
He's just floating there? Yo. Very interesting case already.
Working up a good sweat there, sir?
I don't sweat. I glisten.
I'm Agent Grant Ward, and I could rupture your spleen with my left pinky. Blindfolded.
That is dead on.
Hey, hustle up and grab your gear. We're on a mission. Something funny?
Yeah, Ward, lighten the fuck up,
Poor
man.
silly. So sad a man died this way, and yet so amazing.
Fitzsimmons,
I was gonna say, is nobody
any idea what
else
could cause an effect like this?
bothered by it?
It's the solid
judging by
hypothesis,
the horizontal
perhaps
electrical
nanobatteries.
discharge.
Time.
One at a time.
Let's try that again. Any idea what could cause an effect like this?
Well, if I know.
No clue.
Kid's clean. You figure out why the body was floating?
Not yet. The molecular density of the victim was temporarily altered by an unknown energy source. I'm hoping to shed some light on its effects once I extract a brain tissue sample.
It's happening again.
It's science, Fitz! I have to dissect something!
No, the satellite's picking up another electrostatic event, not 20
Oh.
kilometers from here.
Oh yeah, we about to go after him. We about to get him.
Door's barred from the inside.
Airlock's open.
We could ram it with the truck. Or
We need May. Oh, it happened again.
scan the perimeter. Whoever did this couldn't have gotten far.
I think I found something you might want to see first. Sending it over now. The guy who owns the farm's name is Frank Whalen. He's a volunteer firefighter at the same station house as our first victim, Adam Cross.
Our two victims know each other.
They were both responders when the aliens crashed New York.
Two victims.
Huh.
The same firehouse. Found in
Okay.
the same weird way.
You're assuming we're dealing with an external source. I'm saying it was something from inside him.
Did they breathe something in?
The satellite's picking up another reading.
Firehouse.
It's coming from the firehouse.
Is it something in?
That humming noise, you hear that?
Is there anyone you want to talk to? Anything I can do?
I don't
Sir,
think
you have
he
to
has
get
that much
out of here
time.
right now. He's got...
I got hurt once. Pretty bad. And I died. Some say it was only for 8 seconds, but I know it was more than that. I know I wasn't here anymore.
That's nutty though, yo. All right, Coulson, it's time to get up out of here. Duck down,
You better get
something,
going, buddy.
right? That's crazy. I wonder if they're gonna explain it though.
And they're gonna need a cure. Find one.
Yes, sir.
Really? That's what Fitzsimmons has to do? Gadgets and find a cure? It's a lot on their plate. Yo, dude, this episode's crazy right now. This episode's crazy. She thinks it's her? Or are they just
Simmons
all
believes
scared?
She contracted the virus approximately 36 hours ago when she received an electrostatic shock from the first victim.
How much time does she have?
Oh, it
Based
is
on when the
Simmons.
firemen were infected, how quickly their symptoms manifested. 2 hours at most.
Hey, not that it was easy to find a mineralized solution that could suspend the vaccine and conduct electricity.
I wish you wouldn't use the word vaccine. It's really more of an anti-serum.
I like that he's trying to make her feel better about the situation. It's almost like he doesn't know how to deal with it, so he's trying to make light of the moment. This is great. I'm loving this.
It's the most perfect opportunity for us to see the world. We'd be fools to pass this one up.
I hate it when you use that voice. That's not even how I sound. And you were just afraid of going into the field. And
not
don't you
afraid.
dare act like these last months have been the highlight of your entire pasty life.
Pasty. Oh, really? Well, when did you become
We don't have time for this, guys.
I'm pretty sure that every minute of every day you've been stuck in a lab right beside me.
You can't be in here.
He doesn't
Right,
care.
It's done. Just try and do your best to keep your hands off me, yeah?
Fitz, I don't know what you think you're doing. But
I'm doing what we always do. We're gonna fix this. Together.
Oh man, this has me in my feels, man. You guys don't understand. Like, I love these two too much, man. They are awesome together.
we did.
No.
You're joking. You are fucking joking.
Sir, I know the protocol in these circumstances. But could you please tell my dad first? I just think my mom would take it better if it comes from him.
We're not there yet. There's still time.
Sir, please.
Oh no, no.
So sorry.
No! What is she doing?
Hey! It worked.
It worked.
The pulse just knocked the rat unconscious.
It worked.
Gemma?
Hit her ass with it.
Gemma!
No! It's.
The anti-serum worked! But she jumped!
I don't usually like Ward, but fuck it. Dude, zero hesitation though.
I'm happy you're both alive. Truly. And I realize you were trying to save the team. But what you did today, that was not your call.
Oh man.
Oh, does that mean
What an episode, man.
I was going to do
I
it.
know you were.
I had the anti-serum, the shoot, everything. I just couldn't get the straps
Fitz,
on.
please.
And, you know, maybe I
He
could've done
was,
the whole
man. He was gonna
James
go.
Bond and mid-air
Fitz,
type
shut up.
of thing.
Please, just... Ward did an amazing thing, yes. But it wasn't Ward by my side in that lab searching for a cure. It wasn't Ward giving me hope when I had none. It was you.
You keep pulling stunts like that. Someone might decide to take this little dream team away from you.
I'd like to see them try.
That doesn't sound like the Phil Coulson I used to know.
No,
It's
I
not.
suppose it doesn't. Get used to it.
Yeah. Hey, did I tell you to touch it? Did I tell you to touch it? Whoop his ass, Coulson. Whoop his ass. Alrighty, that is season 1, episode. What episode was that? Episode 6. Season 1, episode 6. By far not up for debate. Anyone who hasn't watched this show, who's watching it for the first time with me, or who has watched the show and saw it up to this point and agreed, this is by far the best episode in season 1, and it's not even close. It makes me want to go back and put every other episode I just watched down a point And I know that I might go a little high with this one, but to me, you know, giving a rating to an episode, it very much gives you, it's your opinion, you know, as the allergies keep kicking in. But it's very much an opinion. So I don't expect everyone to agree with me. I'm sure a few can agree with me, but this is by far the best episode that we have, you know, seen so far with my reactions this whole season. I've never, not in a Marvel show, I did not expect to get emotional. I did not expect anytime soon to get emotional in this show. And I think every single person in this group, in this SHIELD group, has done wonders for themselves. They have all boosted themselves up in my charts. I think that even Ward, who I'm not very high on Ward, just by, you know, him, I'm sort of starting to see where he comes from. Because I was just saying earlier in this episode that he's very uptight. He's very always by the books. Hey, be ready. But now I realize why that is. It's almost like the babysitter mentality. It's almost like I'm the person right under Coulson. I am the one that's supposed to protect everyone. And so I like it. I love the way they, you know, make him feel like the elder in the group, because, you know, at the end of the day, Skye, Fitzsimmons, they are younger, you know, they are a young group. And so, you know, he is the seasoned vet. I like that he takes that on. I like that he, you know, feels that added pressure and tries to keep them on top of their game. I like that. At first, like I said, I was bothered by it, but now I see where he's coming from. And so I enjoy it very much. I like to see, especially in this episode, him step up and finally do something. You know what I mean? He's always talking that big game. And so to see him, you know, without hesitation, zero hesitation, snatch the parachute away from Fitz and then just dive after Simmons like that, that was remarkable. Just a lot of crazy good stuff to cover in this episode. Let me just go ahead and give you the rating, because I think that this episode, for me personally, how attached I was to it, I would give it a 9. Again, like I said, I haven't watched later on, so I know you guys might say, whoa, that's way too high. It's season 1 still. This is how I feel, guys. I feel like this episode deserves a 9. I can see the arguments for an 8. I can't really see an argument for a 7. This episode is better than any other episode that we've gotten. Even the pilot episode. Like, this is the best episode. And it's not even close. It's not close. We got to see so much from every individual character. I thought they did it well. They paced it well. Dude, like, it was almost like the creators of the show knew what would make them, you know, like, almost like they were like treading in water, and they couldn't figure out what would make the show sort of, you know, have that it factor, have that wow factor. And, you know, maybe this isn't that moment to most people, but to me it is, because I can't say it enough. I think very highly of the Fitzsimmons relationship. And the fact that we almost lost one, you know, that it had me in my feels plenty of times throughout this episode. My eyes were getting watery. I was fighting back tears. And even though it's one of those shows where usually the good guys come out on top, I was worried. There was like legit worry, like, wait, what? Are we about to lose an agent already? Like, I was worried, and I liked the acting between both Fitz and Simmons. They, you know, you can feel, you know, their friendship in jeopardy. You can feel that, you know, Fitz was trying his best to make light of the moment. He was trying his best to make sure that she didn't get too down about it. A lot of people aren't good at that. He showed, you know, really good poise for the most part. And it's just crazy to me. It's really crazy. There was a lot of crazy in here. We find out a little bit into the episode that the people that are affected by, you know, this virus has to do something with the, I guess there's, see, this is why I need to watch the first Avengers movie, because I feel like you watch Avengers and then you watch at least this up to this point of SHIELD, because, you know, the whole Coulson death thing, it still has me like confused because I don't remember that stuff. And then I'm guessing these were like what the bad guys, the enemies, wore in Avengers in the first movie. So I guess one of their helmets had some sort of virus on it, and because the firemen collected it as a souvenir, not a souvenir, like, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's kind of like a trophy. They brought it in as a trophy, like, hey, you know, we helped out cleaning up New York and stuff. And so they kept it, and so they saw that there was rust on it, and so they started cleaning it. And I guess since they were cleaning it, that virus got into them, and then they all just started dropping, blowing up. I thought it was real cool because at first I was like, wait, what's going on? It's by far the best little crime that we had to deal with in the show. It's by far the one that had the most lasting effect up to now. And so I guess at some point, Simmons was, you know, doing her normal stuff and she got shocked. And so it transferred to her. I thought it was a really cool scene when her and Coulson were talking, because then you see him behind her, it raising up. And for a moment there, I was like, wait, Coulson, you know, Coulson was one-on-one with the one guy. He got it. Coulson's sick, you know what I mean? Or Coulson has the virus. And then he walked away and closed her in and said, I'm sorry. And it was like instant panic, because like, yes, Coulson and Fitzsimmons, those are my top 3 guys in the show. But I can't see Fitzsimmons get hurt like that. And I love Coulson, but like, if there was someone in that situation that I would have wanted to go down, I know most won't agree with me, but Coulson lived a good life. You know what I mean? I can't see Fitz. They're too young. They're way too young. And so obviously seeing them, you know, him step out, close the door on her, and then her turn around and realize it was real. It got real quick. And so just seeing, you know, Fitz on the other side of the glass while she's sitting, like they're sitting back to back on separate sides of the glass, sort of just trying to, you know, take it all in, but at the same time figure something out. The fact that Fitz didn't even care about his own health, went in there and was like, we're gonna find this cure. That's a touching moment. We see Coulson, I guess, from that little thing that they always bring up, him flatlining for however long. He's very affected by it. I like that May was basically like, hey, you know, you aren't the same. Whether it was 40 seconds or 7 seconds or whatever it may be, you know, you were dead for those moments. And so, you know, you can't expect to come back and be the same exact person. And so I thought that was a real cool, touching moment as well. Hopefully that means we see a different side of Coulson, where he's a little more like he accepts how he is now and he just moves forward with it. I'm glad that he went against orders and didn't dump Simmons out. There's just a lot. There's just so much. There's so much. It's crazy. It just blows my mind, like, especially because this is, you know, this is the season that everyone says is just meh, not very good. They didn't know what they were trying to do with it. This is a good ass episode. This is like legit a good ass episode. And, you know, I wasn't expecting any of this anytime soon. And so the fact that I got one here, I'm super excited. Like I said, everyone helped. Like they boosted points up. So like the peoples, The people that I didn't think too highly of, you know, the Ward and Sky, I'm still a little on the fence on. They boost themselves up. Like I said earlier, Ward, you know, jumping out, no hesitation, and getting Simmons. You boosted your points up, bud. I see where you're coming from now. I like it a lot. I'm glad that you're on the team. And then Sky, where just how emotional she got seeing that, you know, shit got real and that they were about to lose somebody. And so like that, it was a very touching episode, and I had a lot of fun watching it. Like I said, I gave it a 9. I know a lot of people are going to be like, wait, that's way too high. This is way too early in. But this is how I feel, people. And I think that this episode, with, you know, how touching it was and how into it I was, I couldn't go less than a 9. And so that's what I gave it. If you agree or disagree, please let me know in the comment section down below. Please, man. I love having these the feedback from you guys, because it helps understand things that I'm missing, you know what I mean? And so I'm sure I've missed probably a shit ton of this episode as well. And so, you know, by all means, without spoiling, let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, head on over to Patreon for the full uncut, unedited reactions over there. But that is all the time I have for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will catch you guys later. Peace, guys.